Hi, I'm Brandon. 2 years ago, I was serving as a missionary for the LDS Church, and I had a less than typical night with a man that I'll call Dave. My companion and I went and knocked on his door, and we hear a voice that says, "Come in!" And so we open the door, and Dave is sitting there on the couch with a bottle of Jack Daniels, and he is drunk out of his mind. My thought is, let's turn around and go. I see on my companion's face this little smile, and then he starts walking in. I'm just like, no! And so we walk in. He says, sit down, sit down. So we sit down on the couch. He says, I just want to tell you two that you two are sent from God. I hope God picks you up, shakes you around a little bit, and says, let's party. And so we were kind of like, uh-oh, what have we gotten ourselves into? But my companion wanted it. He thought this was going to be the funniest experience ever, and we were both laughing at this point. He finally says, I want to show you two something. So he walks us out the door into this dark alleyway, and we're walking down, and it's raining, it's pitch black, and I think to myself, we're in a scary movie right now. I'm going to get murdered. And you think about the people that are in those situations in scary movies. You're like, don't do it. Don't follow him. But when you're in the situation, you're a little curious. So he leads us to his garage, and he opens the door. But before he does that, he turns to me and says, you're scared, aren't you? As he's wobbling around. So he opens the door, and we walk in, and it's a garage filled with crap. And all he wanted to do was show us his garage full of crap, and that he was really proud of as a drunk man. As we're sitting in the garage with him, he says, if I leave, will you two still be here when I get back? We're like, sure, Dave. So he starts backing away, shaking around, hitting into everything, and then he finally walks out the door. 20 seconds pass, he comes in, pulling his pants up, says, shoot, there were cops out there. Happened to be that he was going to the bathroom out on the side of his garage. So this was my experience with Dave. I'll never forget it. And the funny part is that he became a really good friend when he wasn't drunk and incapacitated. And just that you don't really know who a person is until you really get to know them. And I'm glad that we went back after and that we gave him a second chance. And he really ended up wanting to hear our message. And I'm glad that my companion wanted to go in and have this funny experience because it turned out to be a really good one.